So I just gave myself a haircut all by myself. I feel like it looks all right. What do you guys think? It's not 100% even. I did actually film it while I was doing it just in case I wanted to put out a video, but we'll see. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It almost turned out disastrous, but I think in the end, yeah, it's better than it was. I had like really, really bad split ends, so I got rid of them. And also, I got a new pair of glasses. Let me show you. This is nerdy at home me. But the problem with these, and I can't really wear them, like I can, but I prefer not to wear them all the time because I feel like the prescription is a little bit too strong. And I feel like the optometrist maybe messed up my prescription because these ones just kind of strain my eyes so that like I really have to focus. And then if I like move my head like this, like the edges feel kind of distorted. So I don't know what they did, but I just feel like this is maybe a little bit too strong. I compared them to my old glasses and like, yeah, they fix my vision way better, but I don't know. Is that normal that you have to get used to glasses? And if I wear them for too long, I'll get a headache. So I've like not been wearing them. But anyway, I just wanted to show you. I thought the glasses looked super cute, so I just wish they didn't strain my eyes as much. But yeah, today's video is about my favorite new discoveries. These aren't all new fragrances. Some of these are older releases, but they're just ones that have come into my life recently and I've fallen in love with them, and they're just like my new favorite fragrance discoveries. Some of them are on the newer side, like they're newer releases. Some of them are niche, some of them are designer, unisex, women's. I don't even know how many I have. I just pulled whichever ones I felt like really touched my heart these last few months. I'm gonna do these quarterly. So these ones are counting from January to the end of March. So let's get right into it. The first one is only a small tiny sample, and it's from Narciso because you guys know how much I love Narciso and their Musk releases. And this is pure Musk, and this is a Sephora sample that I had before all the stores shut down. And yeah, the Musk part rubbed out, but believe me, that's what it said. So I am gonna sacrifice a tiny little spray out of here. I love this. It's such a beautiful musk. It's a very clean musk. It's like very, very clean laundry with flowers, and there's also cashmerian in here. Just, it's very, very soft. It's very snuggly. This is a fragrance that smells like someone that I just want to hug. It's very comforting. It's a very clean, comforting scent. It's not a boring laundry scent. It's a beautiful musk in the typical Narciso style. It's really elegant. It does remind me a little bit of Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez, the Eau de Parfum. I'll put it up on the screen. And they do have a similarity, but this one is just somehow softer and more refined. So yeah, I love the Narciso Pure Musk. I really want a full bottle of that, and that's definitely on my wish list. The next one is also a tiny sample that I have, and this is from Fragrancebuy, and this is Blondine or Blondine, if my camera would focus kindly. Anyway, this was given to me by someone that I swapped fragrances with, and she just gave me a whole bunch of samples. So there was a whole bunch of Fragrancebuy samples, and honestly, this is the only one that stood out to me. And let me just give it another quick spray. You guys know I love leather, and there's a very, very soft, suede-y leather in here. There's literally butter in here. There's like, it's buttery lily with suede. It's sweet and creamy. It's buttery. It's so rich and buttery. It's gorgeous. And I would probably wear this any time of the year. I think this is possibly signature scent worthy. Not that it would be my signature scent because I obviously don't have a signature scent. I wear like a different fragrance every day, but this is one of those fragrances that I feel would work perfectly any time of the year. So for that reason, I would say it's definitely signature scent worthy, and for me, it's definitely full bottle worthy. As soon as I can, I will get my hands on a full bottle of this because it's really beautiful. And it's actually really unique. Like, I haven't smelled a scent like that. The thing that I struggle with, honestly, with some niche fragrances is I find that a lot of them are kind of in the same vein. Like, they kind of share a similarity. They're either really, really incensey or really, really leathery. And it's hard to find one, like, aside from the artistic aspect where you can appreciate the artistry that's gone into it. Aside from that, it's hard to find one that I find truly wearable. And this one is truly wearable. So yeah, Fragrancebuy, Blondine or Blondine. Let me know how you pronounce that. Okay, and sticking to the leather theme, I have Bottega Veneta Eau de Velours. It's a gorgeous leather. It's got plum in there. It's got rose. It's really elegant. It's really like a boss bitch fragrance. Like I would say, like a sexy boss lady would wear this. You know. It's really like almost like a sexy, intimidating, leathery rose fragrance, and it's gorgeous. And so yeah, this would be a definite like fall winter reach for me, but I could honestly wear this all fall and winter, and it's got a really nice powderiness in there too. So this is one of my most favorite new discoveries. So I'm very happy that I got a full bottle of this, and that's Bottega Veneta Eau de Velours. The next fragrance is from a brand called Horrible, and it's called Côte d'Azur. And I only got a rollerball. Like I just ordered a whole bunch of stuff from Holt Renfrew because they had their seasonal 15% off sale, and I blind bought this one, and I really like it. I thought that I would because it has a note of black currant in there and it has citrus. I'm just gonna put it on this little paper. This fragrance, I believe, is meant to smell like their hair products. I'm pretty sure that this is a hair brand and they made a fragrance that smells like their hair products. But to me, this smells like if you took Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue and you took Byredo Belle d'Afrique and you combined them and they made a baby, it would be this. But like with more of a hair product-y sort of scent. So it's a great summer scent. I would say definitely summer. And yeah, I definitely see the similarity in here. I think because it has the same like black currant and vetiver, that's what makes me think of Belle d'Afrique, but it's not like they're not dupes. They're kind of in a similar vein, and it's also in the similar vein of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. If you like light blue, you will definitely like this one as well. So I'm really happy with this discovery. The next fragrance is from a brand called Violet, and the fragrance is called Nuit Bleue, and this is one that came as a sample from Raffinade Perfumery. When I ordered a different fragrance, they threw in the sample and I fell in love with it, and my full bottle is actually on the way to me right now. So yeah, this one basically smells like Prada Infusion Iris. This is what this one smells like. It's just more refined, and I'm gonna give it a spray. It's more powdery. It has more of that like lipsticky iris in here. It's very clean. It's supposed to smell cold. I don't know that I find that it smells cold, but it does have that sort of, I guess, a bit of iciness to it. Like without smelling minty and actually giving you that sensation of cold, it has that sort of kind of like hostile, like clean, kind of hostile, unapproachable vibe about it, which I actually really like. It's this tiny little bit of bitterness in there. It's like the Prada Infusion Iris if they made a niche version. That's exactly what this is, and I'm really enjoying that one. So that's, I don't think you guys can even read this. I'll have everything up on the screen. And this is another one that I mentioned a few times, so I'm just gonna go through it very quickly. I keep it in the box because it's very special to me. I already used it a bunch. And this is Fleur de Bamboo. This is a really delicious bamboo green tea lotus scent. It opens up with like a creamy sort of sweet banana-esque vibe. I'm gonna just spray it in the air because I love it. It's just a very happy, really beautiful, like fresh fragrance. I've never smelled a fresh fragrance like this. I definitely recommend this to anybody, and it's a really happy, uplifting scent. So yeah, if you guys want to watch a full review on it, I'll link it up here, but I won't keep rambling on about it. Next, I have Chloe, and this is the Fleur de Parfum. I got this on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure that they made a mistake in their pricing because Amazon in Canada isn't that great. As you fellow Canadians probably know, our fragrance pricing on Amazon isn't as great as in the States. But this whole thing was $58. This whole thing. So I bought it on a whim because I was like, I used to really love Chloe, and then it just kind of like dwindled and got old for me. It's still a nice fragrance, I just don't really wear it anymore. But this is like Chloe with added freshness and citrusiness. It's got sort of like a tingly, citrusy thing about it, not in a cleaner sort of way, but It's got lemon verbena and it has bergamot and just all of those like really fresh citrusy notes amplified, and then what you would typically expect from a Chloe fragrance. So it's very similar to the original Chloe, but this is just with more added citrus and is just a more fresh, springy kind of modern twist on it. And it also has blackcurrant, which I really love, and it really adds a lot to this fragrance. So yeah, this one, instead of having the lychee that the original Chloe Eau de Parfum has, this doesn't have the lychee, which I think was what bothered me eventually. It was like, it just kind of got old for me, but this one has blackcurrant, and instead of the peony, it just has rose and some kind of like blossomy, like cherry blossom, peachy sort of thing going on as well. So that one is really nice and I'm really enjoying it. And the fact that I paid $58 for that whole set doesn't hurt either. The next fragrance I'll also touch on very quickly because I have mentioned it before, and this is from a brand called Okcha. This brand is the same company basically from where I typically get my fragrance oils, which is Oil Perfumery, and they came out with their own extraits de parfums that are inspired by other fragrances, aka dupes. This one is inspired by Eau de Memo, and this one's called Ludic, and I'm obsessed with this one, honestly. This also has a leather note. It's so beautiful. It's so rich, but it's citrusy and it's like really, really dense green tea. Like imagine if you made like a really, really strong cup of green tea with lemon, and there's suede in here and some nice powderiness from the iris, and there's also saffron. It makes it really interesting. It's just a really gorgeous, like interesting juxtaposition of things that are typically heavy notes like leather and things that are very light and airy like citrus and tea, and it just combines into like a really flawless fragrance. So I'm really loving this. This cost me I think $40 US, and they also had a promo on at the time. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this, and it's a great brand. The next one is my Burberry Black, and this is the Elixir. This one has absolute monster projection. Like this one you can smell from another room, or sillage, whatever. You can smell it from a whole different room. Like I'm telling you, I put it on a piece of paper. I don't even want to spray it now because it's just gonna like contaminate everything else. There's gonna be scent interference with everything else that I have here. So yeah, this one, and I love that. I actually just noticed this, that little ribbon, it's leather. But yeah, it opens up with a really like bright, almost a little bit of a bitter lemon zest, and then there's rose and there's almond. It's very, very sweet. It's like exactly what you would imagine any fragrance from the My Burberry series is. If you made it into like a syrupy, dense version, that's what this one would be. And it's very sexy. I really like it. And if you guys are looking for something with like insane projection that like anybody within like 10 feet of you is gonna smell you, this is it. But only spray a couple times because you are gonna gas out everyone around you if you overspray. Like I gassed myself out because I oversprayed this once. But yeah, nonetheless, it is one of my favorite new discoveries. So that's Burberry Black, and this is the Elixir. If you can get the Elixir version, go for that because it is kind of hard to come by. I'm not sure why, because I think it was only released in 2017. So the other one that I have is a tiny sample, and this is from a brand called Fleur, and I'll put it up on the screen. It's called Hanami. And it's just a really creamy, beautiful sandalwood. It's quite simplistic. In fact, I don't know if there's any other notes in here other than sandalwood, but it's very milky, like kind of like milky, rice-y sandalwood. That's what it makes me think of. It's just very, very different. It's not like a typical sandalwood scent from what I've ever smelled. This one just, it makes me want to keep smelling it. It's a really beautiful, milky sandalwood. That's the best way that I can put it. And it's a clean fragrance as well, which I admire. Next, I have California Reverie, and this is by Van Cleef & Arpels, and it's just a really beautiful citrus. It's a little bit bitter. It's got frangipani in there as well, and it's just a really, really nice fresh citrus. So out of all the citruses, I've really been reaching for this one. And those are all of my favorite new discoveries. Oh, I forgot to mention one last one. You guys are gonna laugh at me because this is like a super old fragrance. Okay, I just looked it up and it's actually not that old. It's from 2014 and it's Calvin Klein Reveal. I haven't heard anybody talk about this, and it is kind of a weird one, but I'm really kind of happy that I discovered it because I'm actually pretty sure it's been discontinued. And guys, I got this huge 100 milliliter bottle, which is actually super heavy. Like you could use it as a mini weight for like home workouts. It's at least 2 pounds for sure. Anyway, yeah, this just smells like a really nice, salty, powdery, woody fragrance. It smells like a day at the beach. Like imagine you're lounging around and you just had a swim in the ocean and you've got that like salty water on you, and then there's like a piece of driftwood beside you, and like that's kind of what this smells like. It's got that sort of driftwoody smell, that kind of like dry sunburnt wood and saltiness, and it's not sweet at all. I don't think it's outdated. It's great for layering too. I would say this is amazing for layering. I would layer this with anything citrusy or anything sweet, any like tropical, overly tropical sweet fragrances. This would ground it like right down. So that's what I'm gonna use this for. Like for $20, I'm super happy with this. I would have paid more for it. I think it's really good. It's nothing like what typical fragrances of today smell like. This one's actually quite unique. I do find that it's quite mature smelling. I wouldn't say this is like a young girl's fragrance, but obviously anybody can wear anything they want. I'm just saying that this one probably wouldn't appeal to the younger crowd. So yeah, that one's it makes me think of the beach. It makes me think of just a hot day at the beach after swimming in the ocean, and like that salty woodiness. That's probably the best way that I can put it. And it's very light, you know, like it's not like you can overspray this and not be suffocated. This one's actually quite a light fragrance. So yeah, those are all of my favorite new discoveries of the quarter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.